Hey, digital drawing and painting. In this video, I'm going to go over two new tools for us to successfully work on this week's assignment. So since we're diving into digital painting, it's a little bit different than drawing because there are some tools we're going to use to create kind of a painterly effect on Adobe Photoshop. So here I just have a blank Adobe Photoshop file open, and I'm going to go over both Mixer Brush and Smudge Tool for painting. So it's up to you which one you prefer to use for the assignment. I love using the Smudge Tool because that's what I was trained to use. I really like this one. But then Adobe Creative Cloud updated and they added in this new guy called Mixer Brush Tool, and it works pretty good too. So I'm going to go over both, and then after this you can go ahead and give them both a try on a blank file that you don't have to save before you start working on the assignment. It's always good to just test out your brushes on a blank file, kind of like this, before you start working. So the Mixer Brush Tool, all I'm going to do is I had my brush tool selected here. With the brush tool, I'm just going to click, hold down. This menu is going to appear, and then I can change it to Mixer Brush Tool. Once I have that at the top here, I'm going to work on a bigger size brush. And I'm just using a hard round because I just want a nice base color. There are other brushes you can use that will create different effects and different textures. But right now, since we're just starting in the basis of painting, the hard round will be perfect. After that, I'm going to, that guy popped over here. Just pick my color. I can load my brush, I can clean my brush, but since I've already loaded with this teal color, what I'm going to do is just apply a little bit of this teal color. When I'm painting here, I'm literally just using my trackpad on my laptop. Don't need anything fancy. My trackpad has been doing really well for me. So now that I have this color, I'm going to go grab a purple, and when I come in with this purple next to the teal, I can start to blend those colors. So if I click just with the purple over here by itself, it won't mix, but if I'm next to the teal, it will blend that. If I want to make a color that's really close to the teal, I'm going to use my eyedropper, pick that up, go back to my mixer brush, and I'm just going to change it to be a little bit darker, and then I can blend in, like if I was making this like a nice transition from one value to another of the same color, just changing the shade of it, the intensity of it, I could do that. So with the mixer, it will automatically blend those colors there for you. So that's just some things you can do with the mixer brush. Pretty nice. If I want to clean it up, I can just clean that brush and it'll pick up whatever I have. So that's it for a mixer brush. For Smudge Tool, I'm going to go back to my brush tool, and I'm just going to grab blue again, lay down that blue, go a little darker, lay down this blue. Maybe I want to make like water, add in a third blue, kind of have this nice range of blues here. On my toolbar then, I'm going to go to the Smudge Tool. If it doesn't automatically show there for you, you just need to click, hold down. Maybe the Blur tool was there. It looks like a teardrop, or the Sharpen tool. But I'm going to go to the Smudge Tool. I'm using a soft round to blend those colors. I could even go to a hard round, change the size of it. And now, when I go past with the Smudge Tool, I'm kind of mixing and smudging around these colors together. So I'm spending some time clicking and then dragging. So if I start on the light blue color here and bring it in, it's going to smudge it as I go. If I grab from this medium color here, I'm smudging and bringing it in here. One really cool thing that you can do with the smudge tool is kind of bring colors back and forth. One thing that I played around as well when I had my smudge tool is I went in and I grabbed like a different brush. So maybe I want this wet blender here. And what that will do is like mix it in and kind of create this new painterly effect. So I was picking up the white on the edge here with this blue. So this kind of creates a really unique texture paint. Otherwise, I was just on the hard round before. So play around with those brushes for the smudge because it will create different effects depending on the brushes. If you want to use the mixer brush tool rather than using the hard round that I was using, I could even go in with my general brushes. Go to hard round pressure and opacity or soft round, and it will just softly mix those colors together. So definitely experiment and try out. I'm actually going to zoom in for that nice detail here I was getting with my mixer brush color. So I was really mixing those colors together nicely that I have here. Move that around. So the big thing here with painting is using a tool that works for you, either the mixer brush or the smudge tool. Open up a blank document, play around with it a little bit. You can even have open this like blank document for playing around as you have your postage stamp open. So maybe you want to go back and forth and just give things a try before you put them on your artwork. Totally possible. So that's it for mixer brush and smudge tool. Remember, play and experiment with those brushes is going to be the best way for you to find what you like to create a painterly effect on Adobe Photoshop.